Today I want to talk about what happened to Sihanouk Ville, what's going on over there, is there a good place to visit, what has been happening over the past few years. Today I will explain everything and show Sihanouk Ville has changed over the past 5 to 10 years and what it's like now. I'm from Sihanoukville Province and I like my hometown lots. Sihanouk Ville has changed a lot from the past few years. Chinese people invest lots of money in Sihanouk Ville and build lots of casinos, fancy hotels, Chinese restaurants, and more. Now the Cambodian tourist visa has suspended because of COVID-19. There are so many Chinese people have left Cambodia. Some casinos, condo, building has been closed. What's happened to Sihanouk Ville? Are there many Chinese people still investing in Sihanouk Ville? What happened in Cambodia or business visa over there during COVID-19? Sihanouk Ville before. A few years ago, Sihanouk Ville used to be a beautiful city and one of the best places for backpackers to visiting in Cambodia. Sihanouk Ville beaches used to be public and had so many bars, restaurants, boat tours, cheap beers, nightlife were vibrant. There were plenty of places to party in Sihanouk Ville, in either Otra Beach or Serendipity Beach. Otra's market was the best place to find some live music and vegetable atmosphere in Otras, with a variety of international food stores, souvenir shops, and different musicians and performers. These elements combined to make Sihanouk Ville a popular place for people visiting the country. Sihanouk Ville was one of the best places to visit in Cambodia in this time. What happened? In 2017, nearly 120,000 foreigners arrived were Chinese. Everything then changed in Sihanouk Ville in just a few quick years. Sihanouk Ville city had become a focal point for Chinese investment. Chinese people had built lots of casinos, new towering hotels, Chinese restaurants, and there were almost every 100 meters. There were many new brands, restaurants, and hotels served only rich, mainly Chinese tourists who flocked to spend money on expensive meals and gambling. There were plenty of jobs for Cambodians to work like casinos, Chinese hotels, Chinese translators, and Chinese restaurants. The scene were entirely different than it had been just a few years ago, and along with the changes, prices had tripled. Sihanouk Ville had undergone some serious change. Serendipity Beach had completely destroyed it. In either Otra Beach, there are many construction projects around the beach were building almost 24/7, and there were many dust, rubbish, and even sewer running down the streets. Most of the expats who lived here left and went out of the coast to places like Kampong and Cat. The budget backpacker accommodation of all were become rare, and a few dependent travelers were choosing to stop here. Sihanouk Ville had changed, and it didn't look like it would get any better for regular tourists and travelers. Then the COVID-19 pandemic began. Sihanouk Ville took a heavy hit from the economic crisis caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. Many of Chinese left. The construction of many new buildings and casinos stopped. People started losing jobs, and Cambodian visas have been suspended too. Around the same time COVID-19 started, the government also banned online gambling, which the Chinese had set up large casinos and business for. And because of the ban, thousands of Chinese who came to Cambodia and made their money in gambling left. Almost 63 casinos in Sihanouk Ville have closed or suspended employment of all staff and hundreds of restaurants have been forced to close too. Since the Chinese left and then the COVID-19 outbreak started, the cloud in the city is very much different from before. More contractions had completed the building and some stopped building halfway done. Now things are calm and quiet, but it is bad for Cambodian locals. Locals mostly wasn't happy because they had new jobs, but that it didn't last very long. Some Cambodians from different places have gone back to their hometown. If the Chinese had left, but tourism from other foreigners had remained, Sihanoukville could have been back to how it used to be years ago. But now the tourist and business visas have been suspended. It's now much more difficult for foreigners to get into Cambodia. I have more videos about Cambodian visas. You can check them out below my channel. Because of this, Sihanoukville had been hit from all sides. No more foreigners, whether Chinese or not, means no more tourism. This means there are less jobs for locals, and it's bad for situation for everyone, whether you are a local, a tourist, or a business person. So to sum it all up, Sihanoukville has taken a heavy hit from the economic crisis caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. Hopefully all these things will change soon and Sihanoukville continues to develop into a potential tourist destination again after the COVID-19 pandemic ends and the Chinese come back to continue investing in it. If this doesn't happen, it's also possible that the Chinese might not return and Westerners slowly may revive the old style of Sihanoukville with backpackers again. But only time will to see what happens. At the moment, Sihanoukville isn't in a good situation, but things will be looking more hopefully once the pandemic ends and either tourism or development resumes again. Anyway guys, that's all this video. What do you think about Sihanoukville? When did you last visit Sihanoukville? And how long were you there for? What was it like at the time you visited? And give me or notice any changes. Please comment below. I would like to hear from you. Please like and subscribe more videos. Thank you so much. Bye.